Alexa, play California Dreamin' by Mamas and Papas. Play California Girl by Katy Perry. Play Californication by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. What am I missing? Hit me up at Up and Adams Show. This is, I was eating donuts yesterday in Cincinnati, and today I am baking under the beautiful Costa Mesa sun. We got a big show here. If you can tell me what the heck this is for, I don't even know. I'll retweet you a million times. We are here, Mike Williams, Mike Deb, joining the show with Keenan Allen. Gosh, please put all your energy towards Brandon Staley sitting down with us today to wrap up our training camp, unless we, of course, decide to go somewhere else. But for now, we are present. We are, as all these NFL players, where our feet are beneath us or on this donut in California. Let's go, Chargers. Bolt up, baby. This squad is finally balanced and stable. They can go ahead and make some noise.
Wrapped up right as he releases it.
Herbert needs some help in getting up. Osa is now down. My goodness.
A team that is perennially cursed.
Another late loss for the Chargers.
Will they always be banged up? No, their injured guys are coming back at the right time.
Flip the script.
Chargers have now won the last 4 games.
The Chargers punch their ticket to the postseason.
This crowd finally has something to cheer about.
And this is their first playoff appearance of the Justin Herbert era.
Pass is intercepted. Chargers with an unbelievable first half. Caught. Touchdown.
Do you believe this? And it is over for the Chargers.
Most passing yards in the first 3 seasons for a quarterback.
Fortunately for the Chargers, they have arguably the most talented guy in the entire league.
Time to shake off that loss. Last year was last year, this year is this year, and this is beautiful, sunny Costa Mesa. I never sweat. Full sweat going on here. I can't believe these guys are out here doing this with smiles on their faces. Listen, the vibes are the highest I've seen maybe at any camp outside of Washington. This is the AFC hypest camp with no fans. These guys are excited and doing their thing. And welcome to Up and Adams live from Costa Mesa, where the equipment crew, the grounds crew, they're doing their thing. But we're going to expect these players to come out and talk to me. I'm hoping to grab Keenan Allen and Mike Williams. I would love them together. Derwin James, one of my favorites. I hope he can come out and hang out with me. A leader, 27, just turned 27. Excited to talk to him. And then the big dog, the downward dog guy, Brandon Staley. He told me he'll pop by. I'm sure he's busy. I'm surprised he's not going to Taylor Swift tonight and isn't headed out there to SoFi to enjoy that. Imagine the kind of seats and access that he has at SoFi to see that. But we're here, and it's bright. And there's a lot of optimism around this team. From when I walked in, it's a lot more chill than I expected it to be. It's a lot more calm. The panic is gone, I feel like, and they're really shedding the feelings from that Jags game. And that's where we start here. There's no reason this team cannot win the AFC. And I know I give lots of love with respect to the Jets and to the Bengals and the Ravens, who we weren't able to visit, but we will be there for a game at some point this season. The AFC is a gauntlet. The Chiefs, come on. But this team is loaded, like capital L loaded, and they right now have the reigning highest paid quarterback in the National Football League, and Justin Herbert, who I was watching throw bombs earlier. Kellen Moore, left-handed southpaw OC in the building. He got the best out of Dak Prescott, didn't he? What can he do now in the building with Justin Herbert, who looks confident, who I think is going to take a mega step this season? There is no reason, with the coach, with the quarterback, with the pieces, the veterans, some of these youngsters like Quentin Johnson at 6'4". Justin Herbert should just drop back and unleash on the AFC, going up against some of the best defenders in the AFC in practice every day, like Khalil Mack, who's terrifying, Joey Bosa, who probably doesn't love that his brother Nick got DPOY last year. They have so much to prove, and I'm really vibing with the energy here. I do have some questions, though. My first question is, can this team bounce back? Lots of teams losing the playoffs. This was brutal. This was a comeback for Trevor Lawrence. If I'm Justin Herbert, I'm driving past a Waffle House, I might have some PTSD going on. It was wild what happened. Can they move forward? I know Coach is doing everything. He's obsessively talking about the 2006 Patriots who lost big time and then came back and had an undefeated season in 2007. It's possible to do. He hung out with a team in the NBA that was so consistent, the Golden State Warriors, shadowing Steve Kerr quietly to sort of pick up, how can I get this team? And we've seen him do it, so I trust Brandon Staley. He's gotten the confidence back. This is a haunted squad. Everything goes wrong. Every kick, everyone's freaking out. The fan base just waiting for things to implode, House of Cards style. And he's already exercised some of those demons on the squad. Can they bounce back from one of the truly biggest, objectively biggest letdowns in history, 27-7? And that has to take a toll on a team. Everything Brandon's doing, hopefully, with him, the quiet confidence, or maybe not so quiet confidence, of Justin Herbert this year. It can't hurt that he's the highest paid quarterback in the NFL. You must feel super secure that that's happening as a young player in the AFC, facing criticism that you've never won a playoff game. Everything's sort of working in the right direction. The other question I have, I already talked about a little bit. It's Kellen Moore. Are you going to let this kid unleash on the AFC? Herbert's been great. Eckler is incredible. Keenan, Mike Williams, they have so much talent, but this group as a whole has underachieved in the past couple of years. Why? They were just 13th in scoring last year. Kellen Moore led 2 number 1 ranked offenses, though, over the course of his 4 seasons as the Cowboys OC. And we are hearing great things about his system and camp, the impact he's making. Maybe Kellen Moore is all it took in the offseason. Maybe he's the piece that this team has been missing. And my third question is, oh my gosh, can this team just stay healthy? Like, it's enough. If you take a look at this right here, the injuries were unreal last year. It honestly says a lot to me that they even made the playoffs with so much to deal with. They lose Slater for 14 games. All-pro corner J.C. Jackson misses 13. Joey Bosa misses 12. Keenan and Mike Williams, they miss a combined 12 games. I'm watching them out there. They're happy as clams. They understand the gratefulness and the approach to the game and just feeling healthy and feeling good going into this. We cannot downplay, by the way, who I sat down with last year at the Super Bowl, Justin Herbert, who sort of admitted to me he wasn't feeling 100%. All this news that's come out about his toughness, about him playing through injury, we cannot underplay that he was nowhere near 100% based on everything that we're reading and we're hearing. And again, this team won how many games? Double digits? 10 games won last year, and they make the playoffs. That's huge. What are they capable of? What is their ceiling? The pressure is on Brandon Staley following that 27-7 loss. The pressure is on this talented team to go out there and perform. I'm going to say this team is an absolute Super Bowl threat, and I believe we're going to see a Justin Herbert that everyone's going to try to talk about. And just remember, we've always talked about Herbo out here slanging. All right, we've got a big show. We've got Mike Williams. We've got Derwin James. We've got, hopefully, Keenan Allen. And we've got the best grounds crew in the game. We're live from Costa Mesa, and we'll be right back. So we got Keenan Allen. We got Mike Williams here. All these pundits, this ESPN article. You're not a top 16 wide receiver in the National Football League. What is wrong with people?
Sometimes it's better to be slept on. You know what I'm saying? Because when you wake them up, it's gonna hit them. It's gonna hit them like Monday morning.
You feel me?
Okay, but your rookie season, I'll never forget it. 2011, 1,000 yards. Receivers were not putting up those kind of numbers their rookie seasons.
It was 2012, 13.
Was
I ain't
it?
that old. Okay.
This is your 11th season. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was 2012 maybe. Okay, I think you're right. Either way, Garrett Wilson on this list, and I know you saw it, not the top 100, but the other list, the ESPN list. He's above you. He had the same, basically, the year, offensive rookie of the year. You got that your first year. Why is he above you on this list?
I don't know. Probably because I missed 8 games. You know, when you get hurt, they like to throw that in your face. Like, oh, this guy, he gets hurt. He misses games. And I missed 8 games in 6 years.
Mike Dubb, are y'all the most slept-on wide receiver group in the NFL?
Yeah,
Talk to me about this.
I don't know why, though. I feel like we proven in the league. We got a lot of people who coming up who, I don't know. I just think we slept on. Everybody don't want to talk about the Chargers.
But it doesn't make sense because you have the highest paid and one of the best quarterbacks in the National Football League.
Sure.
Austin Eckler's great. You guys have Quentin Johnson's coming along. I'm sure he'll maybe have a role. He's got 2 of the best teaching him. Like, who is a better wide receiver tandem in the NFL than you two?
I don't know.
Nobody. No. But
we're going to show them, though. We're going to show them this year for sure.
What are you guys working on that's different? And talk to me a little bit about Kellen Moore. He comes in here. You guys got a lot of quarterback minds out here saying lots of different things. What's Kellen Moore bringing?
A lot of explosive plays, opening up everything, spreading the field out, on the sideline, and just opening up a lot of space on the field for us. So, we both excited. We both are making plays throughout this camp, and we're just looking forward to making plays.
Absolutely. I think he's bringing a young, QB-minded, wants to have fun, wants the quarterback to have fun, and, just let the quarterback kind of play ball.
What does having fun look like for Justin Herbert?
Throwing the ball downfield, doing what he does best. He's gonna have explosive plays. He's gonna run. He's gonna find everybody. Everybody's gonna touch the ball, and it's gonna look very energetic.
You guys had Phillip Rivers, who is really fun, and the gollies and the extracurriculars and all of that. When Justin finally came in here, after that had to be a change from like hot to cold, cold to hot. What was that like? Your first impressions of Justin?
Coming from Phil to Justin, it was different. I feel like Phil was more vocal, talks a lot of trash. He don't matter who he playing. Justin came in cool, calm, quiet, just go get the job done type of guy. I just think it was two different people. Phil was kind of like the coach, the quarterback, everything in one. You know what I'm saying? He going to lead all the meetings, do everything, and Justin just going to come in. He going to be quiet, but he going to do his job, get everybody going.
Best wide receiver tandem. You guys love each other. What's the competitive nature between you two? What's that relationship like?
Me and Mike? Yeah. I don't think we compete a lot.
Derwin,
I just whooped him in bowling.
Competitive?
I just whooped him at bowling at Derwin birthday party.
We beat you, though.
Yeah, Derwin came in last.
I wish we had more microphones. This is a whole family. Derwin James is like hovering, watching this interview take place. I'm super nervous. Yeah, they're just getting done with practice. Okay, so Justin Herbert sort of does things quietly. What are you seeing that's different in him this year?
I think he's more vocal.
Yeah, more vocal.
He's changing plays at the line of scrimmage. He's messing with the snap counts more. He's way more comfortable than he's been.
Yeah, more vocal. That's the main thing. Putting guys in spots, moving people, changing the plays at the line, just being a lot more comfortable in doing that.
Sometimes wide receivers, when they get competitive and they want the ball, they go and they try to chum up to their quarterback, like, hey, throw me the rock. Oh, stop in the locker room, want to play ping pong, all that. So if you were to try to get on the best side of Justin Herbert, what would that look like? If you were to sort of try to not bribe him or suck up to him, but if you, what would it? Give me a little insight on what that would take.
Probably make him a good brisket.
Make him a good brisket. He's a brisket guy. He's definitely a brisket guy.
I feel like
I would golf with him. We go golf a lot. So.
Oh, so that's what you be doing. You be trying to get on his good side. See?
Yeah. You know the vibes.
I haven't seen a lot of Quentin Johnson. Mm-hmm. I'm excited about him. He's athletic. He's got the speed. You two are now OG vets. You each give me one thing you're excited about and what you're seeing in him that sort of makes him stand out.
Explosive. Very explosive. Quick off the ball, fast.
She said one word, bro. You taking all the
one sentence. Oh, explosive.
I'm causing drama between these two wide receivers.
He's taking all the little. Come on, man. Everything.
What you got?
Athletic. Bro? The same thing as explosive.
Kind of.
Are you being nice to him, Keenan?
Me? Yeah.
Being nice to who?
I'm one of the best vets you can be around as a young guy.
But when I was a rookie, though, they had me carrying pads. You know what I'm saying?
That's how when you were a rookie, you weren't even practicing.
I wasn't a vet then.
With a herniated disc.
That was 7 years ago. I was on year 4. I wasn't a vet.
Back when I was a wide receiver, I had to walk 7 miles to training camp with Phillip Rivers. Derwin, give me a word on Quentin Johnson.
Explosive.
Gosh, see? Explosive. All right, I'm excited about it. Okay. I was with the Bills. I was with the Bengals. Heartbreaking playoff losses, not dissimilar to your guys. I know Brandon Staley's been a bit of a machine in trying to get over that. I sat down with Coach Nick Sirianni and I go, when's the last time you watched the Super Bowl loss to the Chiefs? And he goes, yesterday. This is like
Nick's one of those guys.
This is like day 7, you guys, of training camp. So how is Brandon Staley dealing with this?
He had a meeting where he just put it out in front of us. You can't really shy away from it. It happened. So he kind of put it out in front of us. Like, this what happened last year. This is why we didn't start fast in the second half. We didn't make enough plays. Yeah, so we making it a big emphasis in practices now. Start fast, finish fast.
You guys have any like mental mantra that's going into this year? I was talking to like Gabe Davis, a bunch of wide receivers about just like being where your feet are. Do you guys have anything that you sort of keep in your head?
Not really. I don't think.
Talking about personally or just as a group? Oh, me, I just like to have fun. That's my main thing. If I'm having fun, I'm enjoying the moment, enjoying every play. Never know when your last play is your last play. So just have fun, enjoy the moment. You feel
that
me?
way. What he said.
I feel like Beatty has his hands full, y'all. Can we? I just feel like
He got his hands full with him.
Ooh. Nah.
Yeah.
I do be talking a lot to me.
Keenan's the best veteran wide receiver. You know what I think? Justin probably cannot wait for Joe Burrow to get paid, huh? Just so, because am I wrong? So the spotlight's off of him. There's no world where Justin Herbert likes being the highest paid quarterback.
No, hey, this guy's talking in front of the team now. He gives us speeches when he breaks it down. Now, hey,
He's
big money Herbo. Yeah, quarterback leader speeches. He giving it how it's supposed to be gave. Paul.
German, come over here and give me a little of the speech. What's he saying?
Come on, because he been doing them too. DJ been doing them too.
Okay, playing the role of Justin Herbert, here's Derwin James.
All right, guys. Let's bring it up, guys. Good day. We got each other better. Let's come out tomorrow. Work hard. Oh, my bad, y'all.
Block the camera.
I'm on defense. We blocking everybody. Hey. No, I ain't gonna do that.
So that's pretty good. Who is the vocal leader, the true vocal leader on this team?
Yeah, DJ.
Him, for sure.
Yeah?
He the guy.
DJ, maybe you can give Herbert some lessons.
Pitbull's bark.
You two did Truth or Dab with Sean Evans with the wing mic.
Man.
Was that what was more traumatic to you, the Jags winning or having to eat those hot wings? So it didn't look like you handled it great.
Was that a joke or?
I don't know. Was it bad? I didn't even watch it. I heard it was bad.
That was
it
a
not?
shot.
Really?
That was a shot.
I don't know. Was it?
Fired. Yes.
Truth or Dab. Truth or Dab with the Hot Ones gang. Here, my producers came up with a nicer game, guys. Okay. Yeah, I think you guys both have Gatorade, right?
My Gatorade gone.
Oh, I guess we're gonna need new Gatorade. Oh, we have Capri Suns. Can we do Capri Suns?
I ain't had one of these since like middle school.
Okay, instead of hot wings, we're going to use Capri Suns. I'm going to ask you guys to say some nice things, and you can either choose to give out the compliment or take a sip, okay? And not do it. Want me to help you? Oh, those are hard. That is a skills challenge for sure. Okay, Mike.
What up?
The greatest thing about Keenan as a teammate is?
His leadership.
Ooh, I told y'all I'm one of the best vets, man. It's crazy.
Leadership, man.
Keenan, what is the one thing that impresses you most about Mike as a person?
His laughter. he a little kid.
I'm a kid.
I didn't realize you were such a kid.
Kid, man, always laughing, having a good time. I like to joke around sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Mike, tell me one thing that you love about Raiders fans.
What?
What? See, she trying to start
Take a
some
sip,
beef,
Mike.
man.
Take a sip.
You can't say anything nice about it?
No.
Not one thing.
Keenan, what's a nice thing you'd like to say to the Jags after that 27-point comeback?
GG's.
What?
GG's.
I don't know what that means. I'm
Good
not
game.
cool. Okay,
Good
great.
game.
Good game. Okay, GG's in the chat. Sounds good. Mike, what made Keenan's appearance on The Masked Singer the greatest performance of all time?
Come on.
What made it what?
What made it the greatest performance of all time?
Me not knowing it was him.
You didn't tell
Now,
him?
look, he sent it to me before the thing came out. I think,
Hell
right?
yeah.
He sent it to me, but he never said anything like.
He said, "What's this?
I was
What
like,
I'm
what's
supposed to
this?
do
What I'm
with
supposed to do with this? It's like, bro, that's me.
He said, "What I'm supposed to do with this?" I'm like, "Bro,
Like he sent me the episode before it came out. I'm like,
what's
what's this?
bro?
It's like, bro, that's me. I'm like,
And then you were back. Good game.
like damn, you was killing it.
GG.
You killed it.
GG. Keenan, what do you love most about Coach Staley going for it on 4th down?
We got another chance.
Yeah. Derwin.
We got another chance to get the rock."
Derwin at the Peanut Gallery, the max aggressiveness, the hottest pepper wing is your 4th down percentage. Mike, what makes Arrowhead Stadium so great?
The atmosphere, I love it though.
Okay.
Favorite stadium.
I thought he might take a sip on that one. I like that. Keenan, what makes the Chargers the best team in the AFC this year?
How do I put it in words? We gonna show y'all.
That's
I'm
it.
excited
That's
for
it.
you.
We just gonna show y'all.
Last one for you,
I don't play
Keenan.
Madden,
Do you want to say something nice about Marcus Peters being back in your division?
That's my boy. That's my dog. Congratulations. I'll see you soon.
All right, this is the best camp ever. I'm having a blast. Thank you guys for joining me and taking the time after practice. I know it's hot out here. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
you.
Okay, if I were to pick an all-pro smile in the NFL, man, there's some good options, but Derwin James is at the top. He's my number one draft choice. The 27-year-old all-pro safety, leader on defense, but he's not breaking down the huddle anymore? What? Who is? We'll talk about it next on Up and Adams. Here with all-pro and future Super Bowl champion, Hall of Fame corner, Derwin James, leader of this team. We're here in Costa Mesa. Happy belated.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
27?
Getting out there. Let's go.
Are you like an OG now on this team?
I'm kind of the oldest one in the DB room, kind of. So, yeah, I guess so.
Were you ever not a leader, though? Like, you always kind of were.
I feel like, age limit ain't got no age on leading. So, I always feel like I'm been a leader for sure.
What's the best thing you got for your birthday?
The best thing I got for my birthday, it was just coming together with the friends. We all went bowling, spent a little time. Some team camaraderie. A couple of guys came out, offensive guys, defensive guys. So
who's the best bowler of the group?
Keenan, he beat us. He beat us pretty bad. He got like 160.
Keenan's in his 11th year. He's got it like that still. Come on now.
Come on, he been bowling 11 years. We was still in high school, college.
Experience. Okay, you have the All-Pros. You got the big contract. What is your personal focus, truly, in training camp?
Just getting better, 1%. I live by that motto every day and just getting better. And I always tell our coaches, our trainers, everybody in the organization, just everybody need to come out here and get better 1%, and we'll like what we see at the end of the season.
You were one of the first people as a leader of the team, of course, and on defense to congratulate Justin Herbert, saying nobody could deserve it. He's the highest paid quarterback. Not often you see a DB show so much love for a quarterback.
Yeah, I just feel like he deserves it all because he's such a great dude. Ever since he showed up, he's been nothing but, loyal to the guys, work hard every day. Win, lose, or draw, he's the same guy. He don't change. He's not always a guy that's when it's going good, but he's the same. So I appreciate that. His
receiver said that he has changed a little bit. He's using his voice a little bit more. Tell me about that.
So he's breaking down the huddles. He's leading the guys, making checks at the line, and like I said, that's we're gonna need that. And coming from him, it feels different. It just we haven't really seen where he just take over the whole huddle like that.
Who was breaking it down before you?
Yeah, I got the energy, the swag.
So I understand.
I'm loud.
So what is that negotiation like? Are you like, hey, Justin, it's time for you to take it over?
Nah, he's like, watch out, DJ, I got it.
Really?
He like, watch out, DJ, I got it. So it's like, I love it, and I'm right there beside him,
Derwin, is part of you like, wait, I liked doing that?
Nah, it feels better when it comes from that quarterback. For sure.
Okay, I've heard things have gotten, we're just going to get to the drama of it all, real chippy.
Yeah, for sure.
A little brouhaha between Gerald Everett and Kenneth Murray. Yeah. Is that a good thing? And what's the energy like here at camp?
Man, it's a great thing. They're brothers. We all brothers at the end of the day. We chill with each other outside of the field. But, we need that. We need that where you competing against each other and where you challenging the next man, you calling them out, you talking trash. I feel like you just showing up out here every day and you just dapping each other up. That ain't real football. But if you got on the other color jersey, we're going to protect each other. We're teammates. Yeah. But at least we got that mutual respect where, you know what I mean, we can challenge each other.
When you found out that your DB coach was going to take over as DC, what? Okay, well, the smile.
I'm already smiling. Yeah.
The smile says it all. Tell me what I need to know about him.
Man, energy. You see the smile came, nothing but energy every day. He's I couldn't think of another guy that works hard as he does. He's always constantly up there putting in the hours, making sure we just come out here and compete and that we get better. You find a lot of coaches, when they come in, they're kind of young. They don't want to, coach the players that's Pro Bowl, all pro. But, he come in, he challenges us, he gets us better, and, I like that.
We're going to play a little game here. Bolt Up is, of course, the rally cry for this Charger squad, and it kind of reminds me of like a superhero vibe. Zeus, Thor, the whole thing. So my producers came up with a game called Chavengers, okay, instead of Chargers. You kind of get it? Sure. I'm going to ask you a couple questions, and you just rattle off the first thing that comes to mind. Who is the fastest guy on the team? Who's playing the role of the Flash?
The Flash got to be Dean Leonard.
Dean Leonard. Okay, how fast is he?
Yeah, he's about 4'2", 4'3".
You can't catch him?
No, he's fast.
Wow. Who's bringing the hammer of authority down on the team? Who is Thor?
Thor, the hammer of the team. I don't know. I'd probably take the hammer. Yeah, I'd take the
Oh,
hammer. I'd take the
hold
hammer.
on.
I'd be Thor.
Let's see if Derwin picks himself the whole way through. Let's see. Who's the mysterious intellectual one on the team? Who's the Batman?
The Batman. I say probably Khalil Mack.
Oh God, he's out there. He's so scary.
Yeah.
I hope he
He's
doesn't come.
Batman for
He's
sure.
so terrifying. Who's killing it in the weight room? Who's the Incredible Hulk?
Austin Eckler.
Really?
Austin Eckler. He may be
You
the
have
smallest,
Khalil
but
Mack and Bosa and all
nah,
these
Eckler the strongest on the team, pound for pound. The
people.
strongest.
What?
Yeah.
All right. Who's the tech savvy guy always on the phone? Who's Iron Man? Who's smooth with it?
Iron Man always on their phone. I probably gotta say Gerald Everett. He on his phone a lot.
And he's fighting like Tony Stark always seems to do as well. Who's shooting verbal arrows at people on the field? Who is Hawkeye?
Michael Davis. He got his stick and he's shooting everybody
Really?
for sure.
I love that. Who's the small guy on the team that turns a lot of heads with their ability? Who is Ant-Man?
Ant-Man, that small Zunt. Got to be Asante Samuel.
Why was that? Did somebody show you the questions before the test? Oh, my goodness.
Nah.
Derwin, y'all will win the Super Bowl. I'm not talking about getting to win the Super Bowl if what?
We come out, compete, everybody stay healthy, and we just worry about us. Yeah.
Oh, man. Coach is coming up next on Up and Adams. I'm going to have to ask him about the Jags. I'm going to have to ask him about 27-7 Waffle House, the whole deal. How do they bounce back? And what does Steve Kerr have to do with it? All next. Here with Coach Brandon Staley. Coach, Derwin James wanted me to ask you, do you like ball?
No, I love ball.
Why did he want me to ask you that?
I don't know. He came alive today. He's always trying to challenge me. He's trying to keep the energy up here at training camp.
He told me he used to break down the huddle, and then Justin came in and said, hold on there.
Yeah.
DB, I got this.
Got a new development going on.
What's going on?
You're just seeing Justin come alive, and going into his fourth season. He's so comfortable now here, being a Charger, obviously with the big contract extension and just the way his teammates feel about him. It's his football team, and it's our players' football team, and I think that's what's been great is that when you have guys like Justin and Derwin, Keenan and Mike, all the guys you just interviewed, Khalil, those guys leading your football team, it's really special.
Have you noticed anything outside of him being more vocal, which is what all the players have told me? It's something that sort of evolved about him from last year to this year?
Yeah, I just think the confidence. I think you can see the confidence in all ways, at the line of scrimmage, during the play, pre-practice, post-practice, in the facility, just that comfort zone in his own skin. And I just think you're seeing him each year improve and get better and better, but it's that confidence and that freedom that you're trying to look for in a player, and he's earning it, and it's just he's had a fantastic training camp, and we're really fortunate to have him.
What does that mean, fantastic training camp? What's something specific?
I think that the level of play and the consistency of his play has been elite. I mean, elite playmaking out there, and I just think the way he's affecting his teammates on both sides of the ball and in the kicking game, I've just never seen him better. The happiness and just, he's such a fierce competitor, and I just think he's seeing the confidence that everybody else has in him too, and the best is to come for him, Kay.
I'm so excited about this. Now, you have Kellen Moore.
Yeah.
That's a big switch. A lefty southpaw, which we love to see. We
Yes.
love to see. They're extinct in the NFL. You have like 7 former quarterbacks, including yourself, on this team.
Yeah.
It's a lot of cooks in the old quarterback kitchen. What is Kellen bringing to the table?
He's just such a stud. I mean, beyond just the quarterback coach and the coordinator calling plays and stuff like that, which I think he's one of the top play callers in the NFL, but just I think the culture fit and fitting in with our staff, our players, he's just been great to team up with.
Okay.
I think, as you know, me being so close with Sean when I was with Sean in LA, it just really reminds me of that type of partnership, where you just really feel like we have teammates, and doing a fantastic job for us, and it's been awesome to compete out here at training camp.
He had really great years with Dak, really good offenses. He's had criticism, of course, just in the NFL world as it is. What was the point? Tell me that, like in the interview process where you were like, bam, this is my guy.
I think all the things what we discovered in the interview process, I think all the things he was looking for, I think that we provided him, and all the things that we were looking for, he was providing to us. So it was a really good fit. I think it was really good timing. I think how he's wired as a coach, he's the son of a coach, played at Boise for Chris Peterson, been around a lot of good coaches as a player and then as a coach, and so he was looking for the right fit. I think the right locker room, the right style of play.
Yeah.
I think the right place where he can create and be himself, and And all of that is what we were looking for. So, like I said, it's just been a great teammate so far.
How much do you love being underrated? Because I don't want to let the cat out of the bag, but you have the highest paid, probably the best quarterback. And honestly, my opinion on Justin Herbert is probably that he cannot wait for Joe Burrow to get paid, so the shine's off of him a little bit. So that okay, I've had my moment. I'm good. I'm confident. I feel secure. Move it along. But you've got Eckler. You've got these wide receivers that just weirdly don't get the love. Do you thrive on that?
We're interested in proving ourselves, Kay.
Yeah.
So we're, this training camp isn't about us saying much. We're going to prove ourselves when the season starts. I love coaching this team, and we're excited for 2023.
I spent some time with Nick Sirianni last week, day probably 8 of training camp, and I go, "When's the last time you watched a Super Bowl loss to the Chiefs?" And he goes, his son was there, Jacob, and he asked his son earnestly, and his son goes, "Yesterday, Dad." And they watched it, and I'm like, Coach, he's obsessed with learning from that game, watching it into training camp. I know you've been really candid, which I really appreciate, about that loss to the Jags, the 2006 Patriots, all of that. Talk to me a little bit about your Steve Kerr experience, not just because I'm from Chicago and I love him for this Bulls thing, but you did a deep dive in sort of shadowing him.
Yeah, it was an incredible experience, Kay. He was so gracious, he and Bob Myers, to let me come during the playoffs when they were playing Sacramento. So I was there for Game 3, kind of the day prior to all the coaches' meetings, all the game plan meetings, and then day of, and just one of those unforgettable experiences. You're there with 3 of the greatest players to play, with Clay and Dre and Steph, and to see an elite team, an elite culture, and a really tough moment. Draymond was suspended for Game 3, so I was there at a really critical juncture, and I learned a lot, and I went there trying to improve. And I think when you go through something like we did against Jacksonville, you want to be able to show your team that you're working at your game just like they are. And so I came back, and Steve had a lot of wisdom, with what they went through against Cleveland. And then they had 2 really tough seasons where they get cleaned out by injuries, and just building a team and dealing with everything that pro coaches deal with, and mentioning his mentor Greg Popovich and what happened with them versus the Miami Heat in the finals. And you're trying to draw some stories for these guys that will mean something. And what I tried to tell our guys is that you compete long enough, something like this is going to happen. But when it does, you got to learn right away. And then you got to be able to respond. And so I just tried to grab some examples of what I felt like are some of the best players, best coaches, best teams going through something similar, and then what their response was. And so we've got an awesome locker room, and we're excited about the response.
Tell me who's that's so incredible, and just that you went up there and that you learned so much from that experience, and even just watching the tape on that that team went undefeated in 2007. So there's a lot that these players are even telling me about with their vibe and sort of being where their feet are and just looking ahead. And I think the sky's the limit for this squad. Is there anybody that's sticking out that I need to know about in camp so far?
Well, you interviewed a lot of them who have stood out.
They're the OGs,
and
Coach.
I think they're OGs, but I think that there's this renaissance aspect to a Keenan Allen, because he's not that young Thundercat superstar receiver. Now
11th year.
He's got a real leadership component in this team, and that he's responsible for. And Khalil Mack isn't that 27-year-old superstar that we traded for in Chicago, and I was with him. Now he's got a bigger responsibility than just being a star rusher. He's got a big leadership role on this football team. And so those guys that you mentioned, we got to push them even farther, because they got a lot to give. And Derwin James has accomplished a lot, but there's more to come for all these guys. So I would say that I'm really proud of our best players and how they've performed in training camp, because they've shined. They've been consistent every practice, and they're the ones who are going to carry us this season.
And it's hot as hell out here. I don't know how you get these guys motivated. This is the most.
California thing's
I'm
not
literally, really, I'm under a magnifying glass. I'm done. Okay, Coach, I know you have a lot to get to. You guys will win. You guys will fulfill your goals if what? Don't say health.
No, I think if our players compete like they do during training camp, then this season is going to speak for itself.
Okay, Coach, you're Mr. Risk Taker. That's what you're known for in the NFL, Mr. Old Aggressivo, Mr. Fourth Down Dynamo. So we're going to give you some risky things in life, and you tell me if you're going to go for it, if you're going to punt. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Gas station sushi.
Punt.
You almost threw up in your mouth a little bit there, Coach. A 4-day darkness retreat.
Punt.
Really? You and Aaron, you don't think? That's so LA.
I love Aaron. I love Aaron. I'd rather go talk ball with Aaron for 4 days.
Yeah. Do you hear that, Sean Payton, a coach in the AFC West, giving love to the quarterback in the AFC East? Skydiving.
Go for it.
Have you done it?
No.
Coach, that surprises me a little.
But I
Let's
do.
go
I would
jump
do
off that Ferris wheel thing here in OC.
I'd do it.
Yeah, you would?
I think so.
I love it. $10K on front row seats to Taylor Swift.
Go for it.
You'd go for it?
Yeah, go for it.
Who would you? Okay, I thought you were going to say no. That's unreasonable.
No, go for it.
Coach, you're a fiend. Who would you want to spend money to see with 10 grand if you could pick anybody? Front row.
Such an awesome question.
Thanks.
One person.
Yeah.
An entertainer.
Yeah, or I don't know, a comedian.
Those
are controversial, Coach. I wouldn't.
I would probably go. I'd probably go
It's been
Jay-Z.
so long
I'd probably go
since-
Jay-Z.
Really? 10K for Jay-Z.
Yeah,
We love
Jay-Z.
it. The NFL's going to love that. He runs the show. Okay, 4th and 1 on your own 30 in the Super Bowl, up by 4 with 2 minutes to go.
Go for it. Sean went for it.
I love it.
Sean went for it. Sean went for it. Look what happened.
Yep, running with the Bulls. Stop cheating.
Go for it,
Coach.
Pamplona. I'm there.
You would
Spain,
do it?
yeah.
What's like the craziest thing
That's
you've
like
ever
I
done?
mean I want to go visit. I want to go visit Spain.
Yeah, but you won't even go to the Taylor Swift concert because you're so obsessed with this. Like we need to work on all right. Karaoke night.
Punt. I don't. The singing.
That's my favorite.
I think I would. Stage fright.
You'll run with a bull in
Yeah.
Spain.
Not my skill set.
Okay, so you're not grabbing the mic. Got it. Milk 2 days past the expiration date.
Punt. Yeah.
Okay.
Punt.
So you're kind of risky, kind of not. You're a fascinating character. All right, that's it. Okay, we're back at Chargers camp. No fans today. There's some open practices later. Then they'll be welcoming the Saints to town. So there's a lot to look forward to here. I'm telling you, this team is loaded. What I learned from Brandon Staley today is that he's earnestly still obsessed with the Jags loss in a healthy way. Him and Sirianni sort of sick pups about the whole thing and trying to glean as much as they can. And Mike Williams and Keenan Allen said, yeah, we are watching that. We are taking a look at what happened, and that's exactly what we're tackling here in camp so it doesn't happen again. The vibes, like I said, are high. None of these guys are going to Taylor Swift. None of them, which I think is super surprising. They're that focused people. They're not even going, and you know they can sit wherever they want at SoFi. So loved talking to them. The veteran leadership of young Derwin James, I mean, his rookie year, he already took on that role. Now he's 27 and really teaching these guys, making the offense better. Quentin Johnson, you guys, 6'4" monster. I'm just gonna leave this here. Coach didn't want to talk about him, which means, and I'm just inferring, I'm interpreting, that's a coach saying, I'm not giving the rookie any love. Okay, we heard Keenan and we heard Mike Williams talk about how athletic he is, the speed he brings, and he's tall. He can win at the catch point in contested situations. What more could you want from the highest paid quarterback in the NFL who's got Kellen Moore sort of scheming things up for him and letting it rip? That's what I expect to see. Not to mention, I learned that the strongest guy on the team is Austin Eckler. What? Didn't know that. Didn't expect that, especially with Khalil Mack's out there being the old grizzly bear that he is. The other person I really want to just sort of take a moment for here, we didn't get to see at camp, maybe he's around here somewhere though, is Eric Kendricks, okay? Friend of the show, and he came in our studio, obviously parting ways with the Vikings, new vibes, wife's from California. It all sort of makes sense. I don't think people are going to talk enough about the impact he's going to have on the rest of this defense. I can just tell how everyone's talking about him, this seamless fit. That's going to matter. That sort of leadership, those things will be the edge that they might have against other teams in the AFC. How does it feel to be a Charger? What's the vibe so far?
Vibe is great. I feel like it was just so crazy, it was like a blur, everything that had happened. So for me to be back in LA, for me to be, back in the blue and gold, it's different blue and gold from UCLA, but it's right. I'm about to have a child, family support system's kind of out here in California. So it's a blessing, I feel like all the stars are aligning. I was kind of nervous heading into free agency because I've never been in that situation.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I think that this is the right move, and we have a great quarterback and a lot of studs on the team. So I'm ready to do it.
Okay, that was Eric Kendricks in the offseason hanging out with us, calling me a Subaru, I believe, elsewhere in that interview. But excited to see what this whole squad can put together, loaded in the AFC. This training camp tour has been insane and so fun, and getting to see and talk with so many quarterbacks and so many coaches and stars, getting to know Sam Howell. This was amazing. So here's just a little snippet of all the stuff we did. And please check out our YouTube show for all of the full shows and some of the full interviews and best ofs. It's at the @ at Up and Adams show on YouTube. We are at Jets camp to kick off our training camp tour. Swoop, there it is. We're at Eagles camp, baby. Little walk and talk at Bills camp. We made it. We made it to Ashburn, Virginia, where Sam Howell is somewhere out there doing Sam Howell things. We are in Cincinnati. I'm the happiest girl in the entire world because a couple of years ago, I sat on this bad boy as Rule Over the Jungle the year they went to the Super Bowl. And do I get like extra credit for not asking about your love life?
What do you mean?
Do you know how hard that is for me to do?
Why is that hard for you?
Because it's me. And for everyone saying you shouldn't ask a player about his love life, I get asked about mine every 3 seconds. Why should of course. A teammate of yours, I'll let him remain nameless, used the word pudgy to describe you in the past. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Alan Lazard, I'm sure.
No, it wasn't Alan Lazard. It was Randall Cobb. It was Randall Cobb. He said that.
How he said that?
So I said, what should I talk to Aaron about? And he said, body fat. Talk to me, Aaron. He said, have him talk to you about body fat.
Because who was lower on the body fat this year?
I don't know.
Me.
What are you doing?
39-year-old was lower.
Did you send Josh Allen like a present?
For what?
Well, wasn't he a big part of you getting that paycheck? Just a casual day in Ashburn, Virginia with the 2023 Defensive Player of the Year.
That's funny. I ain't gonna say nothing.
Who would make the best Ken in a Ken and Barbie movie?
Zach.
Why? That was a real quick answer.
He is like, you seen Zach? Like Zach got perfect hair, perfect eyes, like perfect everything.
I saw that you retweeted the Patrick Mahomes quarterback thing about how he wanted to face y'all because you were talking so much. How do you feel about that?
I'm excited for it. I can't wait for it.
Look at that smile.
I don't want to say too much because we already had Mr. Kelsey have come back with something, so I must be under somebody's
Is this
skin.
team sort of like, let's not talk this year? Let's just.
Oh, we're gonna talk. We're just not gonna keep doing it in the media.
Your coach is an absolute madman as well, with the intensity on to a 10 out of 10. And then there's you. And you're like
Forgot Kels.
Yes, yeah, well,
yeah, so Kels sits next to me.
How do you cool him down? What's your role in that?
If he's Happy Gilmore, I'm Chubbs Peterson trying to just calm him down in the background.
My biggest fear, commitment.
Oh my gosh. Well,
Go.
That's scary. I'm scared of mice. My biggest fear is mice. Terrified.
Playing the role of Justin Herbert, here's Derwin James.
All right, guys. Let's bring it up, guys. Good day. We got each other better. Come out tomorrow. Work hard. Oh, my bad, y'all. I'm on defense. We blocking everybody. Hey.
Vaughn, I thought you were sick of it because you hit Patrick Mahomes on the golf course a couple of months ago, so I thought that was just sort of getting that extra umph since you don't get to hit guys right now.
No, that was an accident. That was an accident, man. That was an accident. And really kicking
it.
My favorite song is probably "Sitting on the Dock of the Bay" by Otis Redding.
Can we hear a little "Sitting on the Dock of the Bay"?
Sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away.
Oh my gosh! The Super Bowl is
I know it is there. It is there. And then them the only two that I haven't been was L.A. and Vegas. Them the only two I haven't been to.
I just feel like this is one of those iconic moments. Travis Kelce tried to hang out with Taylor Swift, and she said no. Do you have any advice for players who want to attract superstar talents?
Not friendship bracelets.
No, what is it? Yeah, okay. That's all right.
I'm surprised, though. It's hard to say no to Travis Kelce.
It's hard to say no to Josh Allen, clearly. All right, let's go.